where does water come from? The water that we have here is the same water that we've always had and we always will have. So you have a closed system with a finite amount of water and it just gets dirtier. I've just been very, very interested in water as someone that's been involved in the water in the ocean my entire life, but also the importance of fresh water to mankind. And being in California, the issues are fast approaching, crisis proportion. I started off really as an environmentalist, and so I had to rationalize my place in the world as an architect. So I've been moving from sustainability towards a restorative architecture. 71% of the planet's surface is water. 3% of that water is fresh, because 97% is salt water and is not drinkable. This 3%, half of that is ice. Of that 1.5%, 0.22 is atmospheric water. That's water vapor in the atmosphere. And you could essentially condense it into water. That little 0.22% turns out to be 37.5 billion gallons of water per day. Point of use is so critical because it's the same thing as farm to table. You have the sun, you have the water, you might as well grow food. This technology, Skywater, uses adiabatic patented distillation process using refrigeration technology to essentially extract water out of air. My office is right in the epicenter of Venice. There's a large population of transients. Let's put in a bottle filling station in the alley, incorporate that with street art, almost like an urban well, a sky well that would provide water to those in need. The simple fundamental human right to water is surprisingly, even in our wealthy first world country, an issue. And I've been amazed at how well received it has been by the community, especially by those in need.
The Water Abundance XPRIZE is the concept of essentially generating water out of thin air. At this stage of the game, we're down to 2 of the 5 finalist teams.
This week we're in Berkeley, California, where we're evaluating the technology of Skywater SkySource.
The beauty of our system is the integration between a standalone energy system and a standalone water system to make 2,000 liters of water from air using 100% renewable energy at less than 2 cents per liter.
These atmospheric water generation technologies serve the needs for water insecure regions, especially after disasters.
Whether it's Cape Town running out of water or Flint, this is happening more and more.
It has been pretty intense, but it's really exciting for me to see water come out of our system because this is connected to real lives in the world.
We're here on the Big Island of Hawaii today, where we've kicked off testing with Team JMCC Wing.
Use the wind to generate electricity and water. So basically, you can drop a container like this in the middle of nowhere, have water and electricity without any infrastructure.
This is always my favorite part of being in an XPRIZE competition, is to actually be here on the ground and seeing the team on their test site and all this work they've been putting in over the last year and a half is always super fulfilling.
It's one of the great things about the XPRIZE is inspiring and motivating these teams to come together and give it a try.
Now we've got 2 teams in the competition and they have a shot at winning $1.5 million, but more importantly, solving the issue of water scarcity.
So this is the winning team, and the winning team is
the SkySource Skywater Alliance.
This XPRIZE, looking at the atmosphere as a way to harness water, has profound effects in affecting billions of people in the future that are going to face water scarcity.
Back home, one of Australia's most vital resources is being created out of thin air. An Adelaide company is producing limitless quantities of drinking water using nothing but the air we breathe. This rather ordinary-looking machine is turning the air we breathe into a precious resource that's fast running dry. Beautiful, tastes like water.
Yeah, it's quite nice, just like normal water.
The most abundant source of water available on the planet right now is in the atmosphere. I mean, you see it fall as rain. What we do is we take that vapor that's available in the atmosphere, we condense it into drinking water, and you don't have to wait for the rain.
Air is sucked in through the vents, filters purify it, moisture then condenses in this tank. It's treated with ozone and then filtered. Up to 20 litres a day is ready to drink. The larger industrial size can supply even more.
That machine will make 1,000 litres of water a day. It'll supply all your water needs for your entire house.
By adopting this kind of technology, we could have an endless supply of water. After all, it's all around us. It's in the air that we breathe. All we've got to do is capture it.
And we're looking to build bigger and bigger units. I think it could be a huge part of the solution for the problem here in Australia.
The Skywater will be available within 6 months. Melody Horrell, 7 News.
Less than 1% of the water on Earth is available for human consumption. Due to increasing populations, contamination, and drought, that scarce supply is diminishing at an alarming rate. However, there is enough moisture in our atmosphere to provide enough water for human needs. And extracting water from the atmosphere can continue indefinitely without negatively impacting the planet. Today, there is a new, efficient, cost-conscious way to capture that moisture and create pure drinking water. The Skywater 300. It can produce over 1,000 liters per day of clean, pure drinking water from moisture in the air. This installation is at a private residence with no access to city water. As in many parts of the world, this area lacks the infrastructure to pipe in water, so it is delivered in tanker trucks and stored on rooftops. During a 3-month period, the Skywater 300 produced 56,000 liters of water, an average savings of 18% over trucked water. The amount of water produced depends on relative humidity and temperature. Distributors customize installations for the particular needs of the local market and the end user. This one includes a frame, pump, filtration system, and a holding tank. The custom-built frame gravity feeds water into the holding tank and then pumps it into a storage tank. The control panel has an on-off switch and indicator lights to signal high or low pressure of the compressor. Ozone is pumped through the water and it binds with the water to eliminate bacteria and other impurities. There are carbon filters to polish the water, which improves its taste. One Skywater 300 can supply all the needs of a single-family residence or bundle a few machines together for new construction, health clinics, schools, farms, greenhouses, government and military uses, humanitarian aid, and emergency relief. The Skywater 300, the new, efficient, low-maintenance, and cost-conscious way to produce pure drinking water for a thirsty world.